When you complete your pay run, you need to print pay slips to hand to your employees and your reports to keep on file. You'll also need to check your RTI submissions and record your payment to HMRC. This sounds like a lot of work, but don't panic. Sage 1 makes it very simple. As soon as you complete your pay run, you'll be taken to your completed pay run screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice that your employees are listed with their take-home pay. To print their pay slips, you can click on the PDF icon. This will generate the payslip PDF, which you can print by right-clicking your mouse and selecting Print from the menu. Alternatively, you can email the payslips directly to the employees. To do this, you must first make sure the employee's email address is listed in their employee record, along with a password for security purposes. Once you've added those details, you'll see an envelope icon next to the PDF icon in the completed pay run screen. When you click the envelope, you'll be prompted to send an email to the employee with their payslip automatically attached. If you've got a lot of employees and you don't want to sit and print out each individual payslip, you can send or print all payslips from that pay period at once by using the Export All Payslips button and choosing the relevant action. The next task is to print out the other reports. We'll start with the detailed report. The detailed report will give you an in-depth breakdown of all pay values in this pay run, as well as year-to-date figures. At the top of each completed pay run screen, there's a link to the detailed report. To print this off, click on the underlined link that reads Open the detailed report. This will then open a PDF file which you can print by right-clicking your mouse and selecting Print from the menu. The next report is the P32 report. This report lets you know how much you owe to HMRC and breaks the amounts down into separate lines, making it easier to understand. The P32 will only be generated at the end of your P32 period and only if your FPS submissions have been successfully sent. So, if you pay your employees and HMRC monthly, the P32 will be generated on each pay run, because there are no more pay runs to complete in that month. However, if you pay your employees weekly and HMRC quarterly, your P32 won't generate until you have ran all the pay runs in that tax quarter. If you have completed all your pay runs in that P32 period, your P32 will be generated at the bottom of the completed pay run screen. To print, click the green underlined link to generate the PDF, then right-click and select Print from the menu. Your FPS submission has been successful if it is showing the FPS submission successfully sent with a green tick next to it. If you click View FPS Submission, this will produce an XML file where the information is coded in a way that HMRC software can interpret. The last task to do on your completed pay run screen is to record the payment and EPS for the P32 period. When you are ready to pay the HMRC the PAYE and national insurance owed for that P32 period, you will need to record this in Sage 1. You can do this by clicking the button that says Record Payment/EPS on the bottom left of your completed pay run screen. This then takes you through the 3 steps to making the submission. First of all, you'll need to tell the program if you're eligible for Small Employers Relief and National Insurance Employment Allowance by selecting Yes or No from the drop-down menu. Sage 1 will display an amount owed to HMRC based on the figures that you have input for your payroll. You can alter this amount in the Amount Paid to HMRC field. Then just enter the date you're going to pay HMRC and any reference number you want to add. Then click Next. On this screen, you'll have the opportunity to enter any construction industry scheme tax that has been withheld from the business as a cumulative figure, and check the amount of any statutory payments you're reclaiming. When you're happy with this screen, click Next to go to the third and final step. The final part is to click Submit. Sage 1 will determine whether or not an EPS is required based on the information you've entered. An EPS, or Employer Payment Summary, will only be required if there is not enough information in the FPS to give HMRC a full picture of what's happened on your pay run. If it is not required, Sage 1 will not send anything through to HMRC, and if it is required, the submission is sent automatically. When you have all your reports, sent the payslips and completed the right submissions, there's nothing left for you to do except sit back and wait for the next pay run to come around.